Hey YouTube, Danger Waits here. Playing some more Baldur's Gate 3. And I got another build video. This build is actually very cool in my opinion, and I'm gonna make a entire character playthrough around it. At the moment, the idea is really just Monk and Cleric, but having a lot of the buffs that Cleric can have with a way of hand open Monk, I just think it's such a complementary type of style of play that I really want to try out, especially with some other characters that you have in mind. I'm probably gonna have like some hirelings with me as well to like make them all look as if they come from one place. Maybe do like a full Seluna playthrough or something like that. I just think it's gonna be so cool. Where like everybody has some piece of cleric in them and is under Seluna as the god, and it's gonna be such a cool little playthrough. I might even show some things about it once it like really gets kicked up, from me playing and stuff. But nevertheless, I really want to show the build. I think it's gonna be really cool. Just gonna go right in and gonna do it live. Just gonna do a one take and see how it goes. So you can start off with Cleric, and I think that might be the smartest way to do it, because you'll get simple weapons, Morningstar, light armor, medium armor, and shield proficiencies, which if you start off with Monk, you wouldn't get just about any of that. Monk would get simple weapons and short swords, but starting off with Monk would also give you these saving throws and dexterity saving throws. But that's the best part about Cleric, is that you'll get all of those other proficiencies just to start, which means you can use a lot more weapons because it will turn them into monk weapons. And I think that's really cool. So, with starting off with Cleric, you can use any cantrips you want. Thaumaturgy is really an amazing cantrip when speaking and stuff like that. I would actually take that. Guidance is really good for ability checks as well. When speaking, and it helps, I think, in certain combat situations. That can be really good too. Resistance, I'm just kind of like really getting into liking this a lot. It helps you be resistant to just about all spell effects and damage most of the time. I think that's really cool. Blade Ward is something I'm kind of liking a lot too, especially when you know that you're facing somebody who has bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing attacks. You take half of that damage, so you gain resistances on those damage checks. I think that's really cool too. Um, you could go either way with this, but I would use those as the theme of this character, is sort of like a defensive cleric monk. So if I had to say what I would pick as what I would do, I'd probably use resistance, blade ward, and I'd go guidance. Now you could pick whichever domain. Actually, it might even be cool to do a life domain open hand, way of the open hand monk. I think that's really cool, because not only will you be a healer, you'll be a damage dealer. You can use your bonus action to do some healing, and then if you're like level 5 to 6 already, you'll have the hand stun, which is really cool. So you could try to stun them with your action, and then your bonus actions you can heal if need be, or you can use it to attack, and it'll be really strong. I personally think I'm gonna go light domain though, because it's so many cool spells and stuff that you get out of light domain. And I'm not entirely sure if you get them out of any of the other domains. Tempest domain is really cool. I know it's a lot of stuff that you get out of this that you don't get any of the other ones. War domain, I think, is really cool too. You might get some of the stuff from life domain and war domain, but you're going light domain. And if this wasn't Minthara, you'd be able to pick what deity you really want to be on there. Now, in terms of stats, the best part about this is that you could really pump up wisdom this time, because the spell casting goes from cleric to wisdom, but wisdom also helps with unarmored defense as a monk. So you'll be getting more AC just by having a lot of wisdom, and I really think that's really cool. The way I would do it, because I plan on being like a main DPS monk, I would make my +2 bonus my dexterity and my +1 my wisdom. So that way I have 17 dex and then 16 wisdom. And that's how I would do it. And then just like pump up whichever one accordingly. I think if I'm going through the game, there is a +2 charisma hat, but that's only at Act 3. I normally like to think Act 1 and 2 a lot. So I'd say, I don't really think this one I'll do strength and do a tavern brawler. So we would do something like ability improvement. You could push that up one. You could push that up one. You can even put the 2 in there and just get to 19 dex. You can use the scalp from Auntie Ethel for wisdom. That will put you back at 17. I think the goal really is trying to get wisdom to 18. Once that's 18, then you'll get the +4. And then you could like just strictly focus dex. Or you could just try to strictly focus wisdom, depending on whichever which you want to go. But I would focus dex, because like I said, I'm trying to be like a main DPS monk cleric. And my other stats, I think having this around 12 is good. I really do want strength, because I don't want to not be able to I don't want to be able to not jump, because with such low strength, they really kind of hold you on the weight that you're able to carry and how far you can jump and stuff like that. It's super annoying. This already would give you some speaking checks when you're talking and stuff like that. So I would do, let's see, you could probably take one more. You could probably leave Constitution at 10. Make this 10. And then put a 13 up there. So this would be a low health sort of build, but I think the cleric and the monk will really compensate for that. You can make your skill proficiencies whatever you like. You can also be whichever race you want as well. There's a lot of really good ones. If you want even more proficiencies, you can be Githyanki. They are almost proficient in every weapon, and then most of the armors, I think, except heavy, maybe. You probably have to gain that, but still. Now we just go on to the leveling process. Oh my gosh. You could do this 2 different ways. You could, like I said, focus on cleric, or you could focus on monk. So you could do a 5, 7 on whichever one. But I really like doing 6 6s, because I care for both of the classes I do in a lot of my builds. So really could just blow through this. Radiance of Dawn. The sun's divine power dispels any magical darkness. Doesn't affect creatures that have total cover from you. I think that's going to be a really cool spell. It might keep darkness away. I haven't even used this before. That's why I'm going off this based off ideas. I haven't even seen anybody use this before, and I really want to try it. And I could get a lot of this footage right when I'm gonna make the character and stuff, so I'll show a lot of that stuff. But I'm assuming the idea behind this is, say if somebody has like a darkness set on you or something somewhere, maybe even the Hunger of Hadar, you could probably use Radiance of the Dawn and just dispel that. That'd be really cool. The spells that I would go with, because I'm doing like a defensive cleric, Shield of Faith, Sanctuary, Blast, Guiding Bolt would be a really cool, just destructive little spell to use. Protection from evil and good. Although I never used it really before, but I really plan on to. Like I said, I want to try all of these things. So you use all of those as like a cleric that's using a bunch of defensive capabilities. Now you're getting calm emotions, enhanced ability. You even get whole person for whatever purpose. Prayer of healing, protection from poison, silence, spiritual weapon, warding bond, all of these things. And I really like that. So this is where I take off healing and use warding bond. Warding bond is really cool. I tried this on like kind of earlier. Warding an ally, they gain resistance to all damage and a +1 bonus to their armor class and saving throws. Each time the ally taking damage, you take the same amount of damage. Each time the warded creature takes damage, the spellcaster takes the same amount. Well, I don't know why they said that twice, but yeah, you gain a bunch of resistances to like everything, and then if they take damage, you take some of the damage. That's fine, but you get resistances to like everything. That's amazing. Why would you not even use that? I never even used it because I didn't really know what it did. Now reading it, I'm like, why would I not use this? Went to the next level. Now we got 4. You can pick up Thaumaturgy. Like I said, I go ability improvement. This is where I'd start thinking about how I want to do this. I personally would use both into dexterity because I'm trying to do a lot of unarmed damage, like off rip. Cure wounds, I'm taking off. I would put enhance ability because I also want to buff so many people. A lot of this stuff is concentration, by the way. You have to remember, like, this is concentration. Enhance ability is concentration. A lot of this stuff does have concentration. Warding bond is not concentration, I don't think. I think, oddly enough, that might just be a sort of ritual spell. And it's amazing. I don't know why I've not been using it. That's incredible. Next level, you got level 5. Destroy undead, animate undead, beacon of hope, which I think is really cool. Bestow curse, daylight, glyphs of warding, which is a dope spell. Protection from energy, remove curse, revive. Spirit guardians. Look, spirit guardians with a monk. That's gonna be insane. That's gonna be crazy. And that's what I'm putting on. Just that's gonna be crazy. And once you get some more slots too, from putting in more wisdom, you can put a lot more things in. I'm gonna put protection from energy on. Might put on Beacon of Hope. Not sure, but definitely putting on Spirit Guardians. That's great. And now we come at the crux of Cleric. Improve warding flare. When an enemy attacks an ally, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, possibly causing their attack to miss. That's really cool. And now, I was even thinking of using spiritual weapon. That might be cool too. But I'm gonna put on protection from energy and leave it at that. That's cleric for you. Now we're gonna go into monk. Monk is very straightforward in what you would level and what you would do. So it's not many things I would talk about within monk, but the specializations you can kind of choose for the thematic thing that I was thinking of. Way of the Open Hand would be really cool because you have a type of up close specialization mixed with a spellcasting specialization. You could go 4 elements as well and have both as spellcasters. I think that's really cool too. I've been using Way of the Shadow on another character. Personally, I don't like it. I just do not like Way of the Shadow. But as funny as I say that, he's gotten through the game like super well. But when I tried to use the gimmick of what it is, like hiding and stuff like that, it just, for some reason, I'm just getting caught so much, even with like a lot or a shit ton of stealth advantages and stuff. Still kind of getting caught. So, I don't know. Maybe it works better with other people. Maybe they have better luck. But I'm not really seeing too much luck with Way of the Shadow. I don't really like it that much. But we're going to go Way of the Open Hand. I just love this so much. And you got another feat. Man, it's a lot of other things that you can kind of take. I think alert would be really cool because you could set up as well, and you wouldn't be surprised. Um, I also think you could get away. You could get away with a tavern brawler, especially if you kind of put it in strength. You could really make this a strength based character instead of dex. I usually do that with the monks because tavern brawler is so OP. But you could do strength based, and there's so many things that buff strength aside from Auntie Ethel stuff. So it's really cool. You could go durable. I think durable is really cool. And funny enough, ability improvement. I punch put dexterity to 20, wisdom to 17. This is what I mean. Now we got extra attack and we have stunning strike. Stunning strike is absolutely amazing. It is one of the best, in my opinion, the best monk key abilities in the game. Because it's an action and you can do it twice. And the stun happens a lot. Or maybe I was just lucky. It happens a lot. I love it. Takes a character right out of the game for a turn or even more. Normally it's a turn. I think it's pretty much just a turn. But it's amazing. And then at 6, you get key empowered strikes and the manifestations of the body, which comes to the crux of your monk. Level 6 monk and level 6 cleric. Cool thing about all of this stuff is that now, since you're like a holy man of the clergy for cleric, you can put manifestation of soul, and now your unarmed attacks do radiant damage. That's super cool. Protection from energies, so now you can protect people from fire, cold, lightning, thunder, all of that stuff. That's cool. Look, Radiance of Dawn, how I was saying, it might dispel. Oh, is that like a loft sigil on there? I never knew it did that. That's really cool. That's super cool. You can dispel any type of darkness around, I'm assuming. And that'd be really cool. Oh, that little insignias is so dope. I can't wait to do it because this is gonna be so dope. Enhance ability. Oh, I always have this on and I never knew that this was what it was. So enhance ability. Oh, it can even enhance carry weight. It's so many things I didn't know about a lot of these spells. When you have enhance ability on, and you're talking and doing an ability check, enhance ability, as the name suggests, will help with that. And I did. It's funny enough, I never really noticed that because I only had enhance ability on like once for like one character. Spirit Guardians, like I said, Spirit Guardians with a monk. That's insane. That's incredible. Why she run? Let's see. Blade Ward. That's cool, and that's a cantrip. Warding Bond. This is absolutely amazing, actually. Will, come take this Warding Bond. Come here! So now we got Warding Bond. Warding Bond? Where is it? Warding Bond? Will, where the hell? Oh, those resistances only go for the other character. Oh, okay. I think it did say that too. I might make somebody else have Warding Bond and then have them place it on this character so that you get all the resistance. Ah, okay. I see how that works. I'm learning as we going. Thanks you know about that. That's cool. And then you got Guiding Bolt, which is actually a very high damage spell that you can upcast as well. It's a really cool spell. And it gives you, I think, advantage on some attack rolls. It's just so much that I think this build can do that I'm very happy to try out. And I can't wait. I really can't wait. Oh, they didn't show the animation. That's crazy. But, I can't wait to try all of this out. This is gonna be really cool, and I'm gonna have fun doing it. I know I am. thank you for watching. This is kind of it. I was kind of just cooking this together because I'm gonna do it like right now after this video. I'm gonna make this character and stuff for us. But this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really fun, and I'm excited. I am definitely excited. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy the build. I encourage you to try it in your own way and have fun with it. It looks like it's actually gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to try it out. So, anyway, that's all for today. Thank you. See you later.